Welcome back to Spectating Randoms. We've already won our gulag, so now we're going to splat into the ground and actually spectate a random and kind of see what the game gives us. With this series, you never know what you're going to get. We're going to go ahead and kind of have some good times, laugh a little bit, probably give some tips along the way. And that's what I think a lot of people generally like with this, is because it's real-time in-game stats that we can look at and evaluate how someone plays and put you kind of in the mindset. If you do enjoy the video, learn something new, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Goal in today's video is 10,000 likes, so hopefully you guys can help me crush that number as you guys have been doing on the channel. And if you're brand new or just haven't yet subscribed, double check, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Let's go ahead and get in and see what's going on here. And as I normally do, right below my cam, you can kind of see the stats of this individual player. We'll kind of find out if they are meeting expectations or not. And what sometimes I do notice is a lot of people do get a little bit confused on this is at the end of this breakdown and after the end of the reaction, we do look at the lobby as a whole and we kind of identify how strong the lobby was, whether like the old system with SBMM Warzone, whether it's like a low skill, medium skill, or above skill average in terms of strength. Because a lot of times people think, oh, well, this guy was a bot. How is that a good lobby? Well, we only spectated one player, right? Like there are always going to be bad players, average player, and then above average good players in every single lobby, regardless of what skill level, what region, what time of day. There's always going to be that. So you really just got to be aware of like, hey, you know what's going on here, and kind of look at the lobby as a whole. You know, obviously we're looking at this guy. It seems like he's way slower. Maybe somebody was in the area he's not aware of. He is doing a recon. He kind of has to stretch a little bit far for it. Has about 2 minutes to get that. Yeah, see, there is somebody here. We missed that part of it. They probably landed. They're right in there. I would probably put the claymore there. Maybe put the claymore at the back door so no one tries to do a deady play. I think that's one of the things that you can get really caught up in, is if you get caught in a deady play. I'm not sure if this building, but I'm pretty sure there's a mantle spot. You can see the guys on the other side. So he's in an engagement over here on the minimap. You can see it to the top left or on the other side of the apartment building. Not bad. I would still shoot that prox mine just to get rid of it, go into the building. He's just going to wait this out. And this is sometimes what we see. Like I've had times where I spectate and it's the absolute most cracked out bunny hopping player we've seen. And the lobby ends up being just an average lobby. We end up spectating someone like this that is extremely passive, avoiding all confrontation, just ADSing the wall, even though he has claymores posted up. Just destroy the bouncing Betty, get a little bit a peek into the windows here. You know, you don't have to play this passive, especially knowing that you have stuff set up where it's going to protect you. So go ahead and shoot that, get distance, you're good to go. He's like so scared it's going to blow him up. That's definitely the distance where you're not going to get hurt. He's just going to play it safe. Damn, this is like night and day difference between what you'd expect sometimes. But this is how often you'll just be coming along, looting. You'll end up going to this buy, and the guy just happened to be sitting here for the first 5 minutes of the match. Someone looks like they're fighting up over by the airport side, or airplane side, not airport. Sorry about that. Pretty much the airplane right here. It sounds like there's explosions coming from that directions. Probably Millie, but Millie be a little bit far in terms of audio. So there's a guy right here at the bank. You can see him right at the top. I don't know if that's the play. It didn't even go halfway. You don't know the distance here. It hit the window. Not even close. You got to aim way higher with this thing. I don't even know what they're doing. That guy already probably has a loadout, or he has that floor loot unsuppressed AUG that basically is on the floor loot. So he's just going to play here passively. The other guy's jumping down. Kind of weird. They're fighting it out. That guy got destroyed. I don't know which one got destroyed, but likely the guy coming from the sky was the one that got burned. Maybe not. Maybe the other guy survived. He didn't even know he's here. Mounted up. This is still not the fight. The guy has the AUG. You don't have plates to really challenge this. If you really wanted to do something different here, I would break the line of sight, come around here, go up on the building, and then get a vertical angle. Either way, you have an SMG, which is a problem. So that's one. Two is to just get in the car, go somewhere else. That's two. Three is you go underneath this building, you go through the little, burger stop, And then you kind of get in there, and then you kind of move your way up. See if you can listen to audio cues. There it is, mounted with the AUG. The guy ended up doing what I was saying to do, but this guy just was oblivious. Did he end up getting down too? He took damage. And that's it. Easy as that. This guy needs still 400. The free loadout drops in about a minute. What do you get? Plates with stopping power too. Disgusting. And a dead silence. This dude got everything, man. That's kind of like, it's so trash that that stuff is floor loot. Nah, I think like dead silence, at least you can make a play on it. Stopping power is just not right. This dude has the FAL though, or FR556. So that's what it was. It must have been the guy on the top, because I think the other one, he was bursting with like the AUG or something, because it was hidden. It's crazy that no one ever did a video. I know I covered the FR556, that the rate of fire is actually pretty good. The TTK is actually pretty good. It's a little bit more of a high skill weapon, but it is what it is. He is being hunted. We'll see if somebody's going to be a little more aggressive with that. Sometimes people just grab those mistakenly, or they're hoping that somebody will kill that bounty, so they end up getting the money either way. A lot less likely in solos, just because most people play so passive. There's not a lot of movement. This guy does have 10,000. Will he get a loadout? Free loadout's going to spawn probably to the left of him. There it is. There are 2 other loadouts with it. So let's see what loadout they get. They might die here too, just because most people will probably push this. Got to be careful. Okay. Gallo with an M4. Ranger foregrip. VOK. He's just going to camp the loadouts. What a scummy way to play. But valid nonetheless. He's like, I'm going to get my 4 kills. And that's it. There's the Bertha. Will the Bertha roll this way? I don't think so. Wow, this is so interesting how people play. There's obviously overkill, so this person doesn't have ghost. So whoever can heartbeat them as well. The bounty's on you. Doesn't seem like they've reacted. They're just literally watching this. Then they're going to get caught in rotation, because if the bounty knows where they're at and the bounty... Yep. I don't know. That's a little sus. That is totally sus. Is he going to get lit up here? That was super sus. That was so sus. Maybe walls? Not hacking, but walls? Because I know he knows he's in the building, but how'd he know to peek the window like that? Let's see if this guy's at low level. Could be sus. Still has an AMAX, so... That was his only kill. What was that about? The dude, like, pre-fired the window before the guy even stepped into the window. So odd to me. Another dead silence. Woohoo. I'll try. That was so weird. This guy's not even a high... this guy's not a low level. Probably not cheating, but that was really weird. We'll see if there's any other sus plays where they're ADSing through the wall. Because obviously, even though they banned 30,000 people today and 15,000 people the other day, it's just accounts. It doesn't mean people. Because people, a lot of the cheaters have like 10 different accounts. See, I'd get off of this and just beam this dude in the back. Like, what? You just got to be careful how you jump off. My flip. Did not flip. Yeah, as soon as you get up on this ridge, jump out. It's an open line. Shoot this dude in the back. There's another quad. Why are people on quads? This is stupid. There it is. Easy kill. He ran that dude over. What a trash way to play, but it is the solo meta, right? Okay, he's just taking off, said screw the other guy. Does have 9,700, has the self-revive. UAV precisions become incredibly important at this point. Does have the MAC-10 on standby so that if they jump out on somebody, they'll at least have that close range weapon. That's one thing that really works well with the MAC-10 is it's really like that weapon you could jump out on. FFAR is still very good, but the slower ADS stopping power, there it goes. Can't win a gunfight without it, so let me throw it in. Still got my dead silence. Way too common. Literally, we've already seen multiple stopping powers and multiple dead silence, and we've only been spectating like 2 people. Like, it's just bad. It's awful. I guess 3 people. This is the 3rd person. Okay, where are we going? Let's take a look at the zone real quick. Train station will likely be where it ends unless it has hard shifts. But generally, hard shifts are a little bit less common. Usually if you just go to the middle of the zone like any battle royale, you're likely going to be towards the edge of the final zone at some point, just because of the way the zones and circles work. Another Bertha. They're going to race in this section. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but obviously those who've been watching this series for a while, we had people drag racing on these streets. It was kind of weird. They lined up solos. They drove. Eventually, one jumped in the back of the other Bertha. They hit a speed bump and ended up killing the other player. All bad. So buy stations are going to be a little hot here. They still have about 30 seconds, I think, to get to that buy station. Or any buy station. This one's unopened, so likely unused. Still got to be a little cautious, but you could buy multiple UAVs here. Maybe get a super UAV because they only end up being like 800, so they could buy like 10 of them. Not bad. Good parking spot. You got to get out, hit the buy. He's going to buy a bunch of UAVs. Another UAV.
Requesting recon.
Another UAV. If you really want to do this, normally you would just buy the 3 UAVs and then grab them up off the ground. So a lot of the zone's going to die off right now. All the way on this right side. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the zone. Not including them. This is a ghosted player. You've seen how they disappeared. Luckily, they did mark them, so they will be able to take out that ghost player. Unless that player just died by the other player that's up top here. That's a ghosted player as well. You can see they completely vanished. So we had 2 ghosted players out here. The super UAV worked because they were beyond about 250, 280 meters, somewhere around there. So they still had the triangle. But obviously, if you're a ghosted player, as you come into contact with that ring that pulses out, you start to disappear if you're ghosted. So he couldn't find them. Ended up getting the precision, which is nice. Is still being hunted. So we did have a slight shift to the zone, not a huge one. But these Berthas become incredibly powerful because if the zone ends up over here on this top hill, you're going to definitely want the Bertha. So after this next one comes in about 2 minutes, we'll have a better picture on where the final zone is going to be. Obviously, without recons, it gets a little bit tricky. This is a threat too. There's the guy, pretty close by. He wants to get as close as possible because that MAC-10 is going to run up on this guy. The guy already fired. He needs to reload. He's taking a little too long. Yeah, the guy was caught reloading, so that would have been the perfect time. He just says, screw it. Let's not get gunfights in a first-person shooter. It is the meta. He picked up the other dude's FFAR even though he had a Mac. Kind of weird.
I'll try.
How it goes? That is the solo way. Wonder how many gunfights we'll have, because basically he had the one guy that he shot that was in a Bertha, and then he rolled over the quad, and now he's rolled over a guy. Just couldn't, the guy didn't get out of the way quick enough. I thought the guy would have been a little bit more vigilant. But again, it gets tricky in solos because they catch you reloading, they jump out on you, you're kind of screwed. So that's why you got to reload when you only fire half your bullets. So that if you need to YY or cancel the reload, like double weapon swap, you at least have that bullets left in the mag to finish off the player if they do decide to jump out. You got another loadout.
I'm driving.
There's still a streak there. I think there was still a streak there. Or maybe they just picked up the munitions. See what they got. So, restock.
I'm driving.
Not bad. Oh, they're going to go post up. They got claymores. Smart play if they can get there quick enough. So he's marking the center zone. He's going to camp in this house. He's already made up his mind. He did have enough to get an advanced UAV if he wanted to go over here a little earlier. After he killed that guy, he had 19,000. Plenty to get that going. The thing with solos though, if somebody has done recons or they happen to get a foresight and that is where the zone ends, that's likely where, you know, you're going to have issues. Oh, it doesn't even end there either. So train station rotating in. Get one of these red buildings. This one's actually a pretty solid one with the buy. Solid trophy. Get the munitions again. All set up. Looking at the map, most likely he's going to mark the next destination. Or is he just looking? Vehicle rolling up. Yep, see, now he's marked the center of the zone. So his goal is just to get to the center of the zone. Better get going.
I'm driving.
It's only the white smoke, so it doesn't look too damaged. But getting center zone is just such a powerful thing. You're like guaranteeing yourself high positioning, top fives most likely. And then you got to win the certain gunfights or just third party at the same time, or at the right time rather. And a lot of times people, they get a little bit like, I'll say brainwashed, because the COD community has always been like about kills, high kill games, like getting better at high kill games. They don't actually care about winning, even though technically the battle royale is really about winning. This guy's playing the strategy that's going to allow them to win. Is it high octane? Definitely not. Is it high risk? Nope. But when sometimes people only win one match out of every 100, they're going to do everything they can to win those matches. That's how coveted those matches are. And it's okay. Sometimes they don't have the gun skill to compete, but you know, they still make it happen. I'm still surprised they got rid of that. They picked up that FFAR when they still had the stopping power in the mag. They literally wasted the stopping power on the downed guy. Doesn't make as much sense to me. And then they swap out this weapon for an FFAR, which is a good loadout, but just 3 peeking, that's the vehicles. It allows you to do that. He's just going to wait it out. I guess he's not going to rotate towards center zone. There's a Bertha already there, so that's probably a hard one to push. That's the problem with those buildings. If you're not at the top of them, you don't have a helicopter to get up top, creates an issue. So this guy is the bounty over here. Doesn't really need money at this point. It still has 5,900, but likely not going to make it to a buy. There's a buy over here, but maybe it gets poached in the next 30 seconds. 18. Damn, this is wild. Dude is not going to move. He might go AFK, like timeout. Damn, look at that hard push.
Moving here.
So, this is actually a terrible zone as a solo player. Obviously, there's someone in this building. There's likely someone in this building. He's marked this one over here. Which I don't think this building's particularly strong. I think that's actually not like... I think that's the red roof building. I think this is actually okay. But it's too low. This building could jump off. This building can look at you, jump off, I'm pretty sure. Let's see where he goes. So it's the red roof over here on the right. There's a person likely in the building in front of him. The blue building's too hard to hold. Double red isn't close enough to the middle. They got to push in here. They don't have a heartbeat, so they could stun it. They're going to block it off. All you do is got to double check it, throw a stun, just to test, because someone could just be in a corner. Obviously with rose skins. The problem is people can literally jump down. I don't think that's the play. I definitely don't think that's the play at all. I would have put the claymores down low. And then you got the height advantage. There's generally only going to be one person going to push you at a time because this is solos. If somebody jumps down and they're going to break through this door, you would hear the parachute. Same for both sides. Unless there's some hop up I don't realize. Those are pretty much what you're going to hear. He's hiding in the bush. I would put a claymore at the back door. And then I put a claymore at the front door. So it blows up that vehicle. If somebody decides to come in that way, gets a double explosion. If it's on the back, you know someone's pushing you. You got both of those entrances covered. These are both in your line of sight. I would leave those alone. So this person is 100% playing for a win. And their plan just got ruined because they did 0 recons. So now they are in a screwy spot. Bertha. There's 3 Berthas.
Repositioning.
You're not going to make it to that building, I don't think.
I got the wheel.
I don't think they're going to make it there. Or if they do make it to that building, there is going to be someone in that building. There's literally 2 Berthas, so there's probably 2 people, 1 in each stairway. This is a state of solos, by the way. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the zone. That is the state of solos. Just sad. And I complained about it in the last time we were talking about solos. You can see the footprints. You got to get out on him. He's beaming you. Nope. Should have got out a little bit sooner. And people are like, no, they belong. They definitely don't deserve to be this overpowered. You're dead. They're all in the same houses together and they don't even realize it. They're a foot apart. It's all right. We'll probably get some good top 10 action now. Not much that guy could have done. This guy has 5 kills. He popped a dead silence too. He just came out of that, I believe. This is going to be a terrible rotate. Yep, this person's out of bounds. This building, like I said, it's hard to hold. This one, if you're jumping off of it late, it's going to suck. He does have a gas mask. So he's kind of got to go through the building. Somebody hit a claymore. Probably their claymore. There he goes. Nice. The aim looks a little bit off, which it probably was a little bit off, but because we're spectating, you get a little bit different perspective than they actually have. Somebody just called the precision on this rooftop, and that's for them to make their jump to blue building most likely. You gotta be careful, check your corners. You're not in bounds, but as soon as you get over here, you will be. Still a lot of people left, but they're fighting it out. It's down to 6. 5 others. Okay, so there's the guy who jumped over. And it's a hard shift. They called the precision in early. He didn't want to break the glass. He could have gone through this doorway, though. Got destroyed. Gas mask animation. He's so screwed here. There's a claymore there. He's getting third-partied by Og. You got to worry about up top. Guy's beaming you now. You're self-reviving. Get close to now. You're dead. 1v1v1. Guy behind the bus. There's so much going on because it's a terrible zone. Precision's coming in. Somebody got down. There's another third party. That guy's dead. Now we're in a 1v1. We really can't keep up with what's going on. Guy's laying prone. The other guy should know where they're at. It is a hard shift. Whoever's on this side of the zone should be able to see this guy pretty easy.
All right.
There it is, too late. Oh, he got gunned. FFAR for the win. So that wasn't the craziest lobby we ever spectated, but it was probably one of the most campy, but it highlights a lot of the issues currently with Warzone when it comes to this solo balance. Obviously, it was a terrible zone, which tends to happen. Even rotating really early wouldn't really help. There was just a bunch of third and fourth party happening right at the end with 7 players still alive. So it's kind of really hectic and a little bit of RNG factor when it comes to play because the best player obviously didn't win. As we saw from the final people, this guy ended up getting gunned. He was the one that jumped off the building, had a little bit of life left, didn't necessarily work out. Overall, the lobby doesn't look particularly strong, but this is probably one of the least number of people that were available. 40 out of the 152 players, which is the smallest sample size that we've been able to see since we've been doing this series using CoD Tracker. And after looking at a lot of the stats from the players that we spectated, I'm not surprised by their stats. I don't think there was really any standouts. Obviously, when you use the meta, your stats are generally going to be higher. So by using the meta, you're probably generally a better player who actually cares about your stats versus people like, I just want to have fun and I'm going to use whatever I want. That's cool too, but expect to lose having fun. I guess that's how that works, right? But pretty much overall, nothing crazy in the lobby. Was very campy. Little sus action that we saw, but it didn't get replicated later on. So maybe it was just a fluke, good timing. Maybe they were pinged somehow. I have no clue. But at the end of the day, pretty good time. If you enjoyed the video, learned something new, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Goal again is 10,000 likes, so hopefully you can help me with that number. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, double check, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.